winning the Europa League won't solve Manchester United's problems. Ruben Amorim downplays the importance of the Europa League. From Old Trafford to Villa, Rashford shines, but United remains unfazed. Mainoo shocks Manchester United with demand for 9x salary increase. Winning 1 or 2 trophies won't be enough for Manchester United. The Red Devils need a long-term strategy to build a strong foundation and restore their status at the top. Manchester United is facing a challenging season, sitting in the bottom half of the Premier League table and getting knocked out early from the FA Cup. In this situation, the Europa League has become their only hope to avoid a trophyless campaign. However, trophies aren't the main issue for the Old Trafford club right now. The bigger priority is laying a solid foundation for long-term success. In recent years, the Red Devils have struggled to reclaim their former glory. Under Erik ten Hag, they have won 2 trophies, but have yet to establish consistency. Inconsistent performances and controversial squad decisions have only made things worse. An unbalanced squad, inconsistent quality, and persistent injury problems have pushed Manchester United into crisis. Even head coach Ruben Amorim doesn't yet have a clear solution to end this nightmare for the fans. Rebuilding the club isn't just about signing big-name players. It requires a sustainable development plan. A well-thought-out transfer strategy should be the priority instead of chasing stars who don't fit the team's playing style. The youth academy, once a source of pride, must also receive proper investment to produce quality homegrown talents. The current success of Europe's top clubs is built on a stable development system rather than reckless spending. In addition, the club's management and operations need reform. Cutting down on non-football related staff is part of the restructuring process to optimize efficiency. A club aiming for long-term dominance cannot rely solely on financial resources. It must also establish an effective management model. The ultimate goal isn't just winning a secondary European competition, but reclaiming their place at the top of English football. The roadmap leading to 2028, Manchester United's 150th anniversary, is clear proof of that ambition. Success in football doesn't happen overnight. The top clubs in Europe today all went through difficult transition periods before reaching the summit. Manchester United is no exception. If they stay committed to their chosen path, the Red Devils can undoubtedly reclaim their rightful place. Speaking to Sky Sports, head coach Ruben Amorim downplayed the significance of Manchester United's Europa League clash against Real Sociedad. Manchester United is enduring a forgettable season, stuck in the bottom half of the Premier League table. With little chance left to compete domestically, the Europa League has become the most important competition for the Red Devils. In the round of 16, United will face Real Sociedad. Despite suffering a heavy defeat to Barcelona recently, the La Liga side remains a strong opponent and is expected to pose a serious challenge for Ruben Amorim's squad. However, unlike most fans, the 42-year-old coach is not putting too much pressure on this match. Instead, he emphasizes the importance of long-term team building. Speaking to Sky Sports, he said, "Many people see the Europa League as the only competition we can win and a pathway back to the Champions League. But to be honest, I believe we have more important things to focus on." I know that might sound strange, but what we are trying to build here has a longer-lasting impact than just winning a trophy right now. Despite facing immense pressure from both fans and the Manchester United board, head coach Ruben Amorim remains committed to his philosophy. He wants to build a squad capable of competing for years to come rather than chasing short-term success. The match against Real Sociedad is still an important test, but for the Portuguese manager, it is not the ultimate goal of this season. Marcus Rashford is thriving at Aston Villa, but Manchester United remains confident in their loan decision and likely has no regrets despite his impressive resurgence. The changes under Ruben Amorim at Manchester United go beyond tactics. They extend to squad management as well. The Portuguese head coach made a bold move by dropping Marcus Rashford from the squad due to poor training attitude. Instead of working to regain trust, Rashford pushed back, openly expressing his desire to leave his boyhood club in an interview. Eventually, he joined Aston Villa on loan with a £40 million buy option. At Villa, Rashford has quickly impressed with 3 assists in 4 games, leading many to question whether United made a mistake in letting him go. At Villa Park, Rashford has not only shown his energy and quality on the pitch, but also demonstrated a commitment to pressing and defensive work, something rarely seen in his final days at Old Trafford. Head coach Unai Emery and his teammates are pleased with the 27. Year-old's contributions. Initially, Rashford viewed Villa as a stepping stone to Barcelona, but his improved form has made him consider staying long-term. This has sparked criticism that Amorim and United, currently 14th in the Premier League table, made a mistake in giving up on a homegrown talent. However, according to journalist Ben Jacobs via GiveMeSport, Ineos, the group overseeing United's operations, remains unfazed by the debate. They are happy to see Rashford performing well, but believe he wouldn't have reached this level if he had stayed at United. His strained relationship with Amorim and the club's management was a major obstacle, similar to Jadon Sancho, who thrived at Borussia Dortmund but struggled upon returning to Manchester. United understands that Villa's environment, head coach, and circumstances suit Rashford better, whereas Old Trafford was no longer the right place for his development. United's decision to let Rashford leave was not just tactical but also financial. Given his current form, the club could secure at least £40 million, or even more if other teams join the race this summer. While Rashford is excelling at Villa Park, United has no regrets. They made the right call, moving on from a player who no longer fit their project to build a new future under Amorim. Rashford's success is a great story, but it belongs to Aston Villa, not Manchester United. Manchester United is in contract renewal talks with Mainoo to secure the young talent amid interest from top clubs. However, the midfielder is demanding an astonishing wage increase. According to English media, Mainoo's representatives are requesting a significant salary boost to £180,000 per week, along with performance-based bonuses that reflect his value. Currently, the 19-year-old earns just £20,000 per week despite being under contract until 2027. If United agrees to the new salary, Mainoo would still earn less than half of Casemiro's £375,000 per week and would rank as the club's 8th highest earner, just behind Harry Maguire, £190,000 per week. According to the Daily Mail, United's management values Mainoo highly, but must carefully consider their options due to financial fair play (FFP) restrictions. The club no longer views him as untouchable and could be open to selling him if a reasonable agreement isn't reached. A key factor in this decision is that Mainoo is a product of United's academy. If they sell him, 100% of the transfer fee would count as pure profit in their financial records. United values Mainoo at around £70, $80 million, a sum that could help them rebuild the squad in the next transfer window. Head coach Ruben Amorim has admitted that he cannot guarantee Mainoo's future, as the club, currently 14th in the Premier League table, is under pressure to offload players in order to raise funds for new signings. Given this uncertainty, Chelsea is closely monitoring the situation and is ready to make a move if the opportunity arises. Since making his first-team debut 2 years ago, Mainoo has become a key player for United and was instrumental in helping England reach the Euro 2024 final. However, his future at Old Trafford remains uncertain. He now faces a major turning point in his career, balancing his love for United against lucrative offers from Europe's elite clubs.